right, here we go. And look, I don't know what happened to him earlier. I'm not going to hold him against him. Former presenter for a long time of the AM show on Newshub, former political editor of Newshub or TV3 News, and now podcaster and occasional fill-in host helping us out, Duncan Garner, joins us by video link from somewhere deep. Is it a secret location, Dunk, or not?
Okay, Sean, this is my studio. This is my podcast studio.
Oh, okay. All right. You're in there. Very good, mate.
Yeah.
That's all right. We didn't miss you earlier on. So today, people have been giving me real-time accounts of the long goodbye on the AM show. Firstly, did they invite you back to say goodbye? Did you get a warm whānau thing or not?
No. Maybe I'm not in the echo chamber. But it's sort of weird. Like, I don't know how long the show's been around for. Let's say it's been around 8 years, but I hosted the thing for 5 years of that, so a pretty big stint, more than 1,000 shows, at its heights. And unless I've missed the email, I can check that. But no, I don't. If they wanted me on, they would have rung me and emailed me, whatever. So no, they didn't.
All right. What about TV3? Because you were a political editor at TV3.
Yeah,
but I saw a picture of Theyve and Agenda Lynch Mob and Paddy Gower with someone the other day saying, TV3 politically. I didn't see you in the photo. Why not?
Where was Stephen Parker? Where was Sean Plunket? Where was Jane Young?
Yeah. So it's almost as if somewhere along the way, from November of 1989 when TV3 started, to today really where I think in a significant way it all ends, there was like a year zero. There was a reset, and everyone who went before seems to have been erased from history. Do you think that's fair?
Maybe they were difficult. Maybe they investigated something too deep. Maybe they didn't say the right things. Maybe they went to the right echo chamber. But it looks a bit like that, Sean. If it looks like that, if it stinks like that and walks like that and squawks like that, then it's that, isn't it? They've cancelled people. It's so simple as that. They didn't put people on the couch. It's simple.
Yeah. And look, let's not beat around the bush. You've felt that. I felt that long before you did. Do you think that is part of the reason that Newshub and the AM show and all these things have failed? Is that they were too judgy of people? They were exclusive? They practiced cancel culture?
I think that they became aloof. And I think that they became lost up their own backsides in many ways, and they forgot about serving real people, and it became a very cosy middle class. Everyone's comfortable, and the friendships are being made in the newsroom. And I didn't really subscribe to it. I wasn't hanging out with people all the time, and not.
You're not a very nice person, so I know friendships are difficult, Duncan. But like today, they were saying, it isn't a job, it is a family. Well, it's not a family, it's mates and it's professional and it's colleagues. But it is a job. You're not special, are you, when you do these jobs? You might think you are, and people might blow smoke up your bum, but it's not true.
This whole family thing, let's just address that. It's because TVNZ had all the resource, and if you're at TV3 through those years, you were a challenger brand. You didn't have the best of everything, but boy, you had smarts, and you were arguably twice the journalist of other people tuning up in many ways. And you got around it, Sean. I mean, you broke some big stories. We all broke stories, and we did it because we were somehow driven like buggery and really motivated, And we were more flexible and manoeuvrable than the state and all that sort of thing. We did all that, but then it changed. Then they introduced all sorts of, minority group support groups, and and you couldn't say the wrong thing, and if you did, you were suddenly in real trouble. You couldn't hold views that were against the tide. You had to go with the narrative, and everything was happy. You didn't upset people, and I don't know, everything changed for me, mate. To be honest, and you certainly under Jennings, I certainly felt there's a real license to go for it.
Yeah.
When he left, I think it changed, and you can draw a line. For me, I draw a line right down that middle there.
Yeah, and I would agree. But I'd go back further. I'd go back to Jennings' old boss, Rod Pedersen, a hell of a guy.
Yeah, no, I agree there.
And I didn't see any Bill Ralston. No, there was no nod of the head. Bill Ralston established the TV3 political gallery in 1989. He was the grandfather of it all.